squad from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals. The Cardinals will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So USF's offense will have the football first. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give on the inside. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, USA! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Offense working from the pistol. Give to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Louisville. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Pitts. Gets it to him on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the catch. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and so.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls' offense will return to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now turning it on. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, South Florida. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. And he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Shaw. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Looking downfield, it's Pitts. Oh, they're after him. Soft spot in the middle. Makes the tackle at the 24, but from inside the 10 to across the 20 on the pickup of 15. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown Bulls. No midseason concentration wraps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. From the gun, give on the inside. There he goes. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. Inside, touchdown Bulls. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Dropping back, it's Pitts. Right down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Hit as he throws. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Roberts. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. They're going to run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Back to pass on 2nd down. This time it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Punt is in the air. Now on the return. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. He lofts one down the sideline. Pulls it in on the right. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run play action. It falls incomplete and will change into the field to get things started back up. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if you put...
Touchdown, USA! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field, and you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking downfield, it's Pitts. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. caught over the middle. It's Cavazos. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Bulls are marching down the field. Might be changing the route. Off play action on first down. Makes the catch. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. And the Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Got it, looking for the first down. Touchdown, South Florida. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. And they always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end. But they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, it's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Got him downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Cardinals are in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Pitts. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Under fire. Finds a little space. There he goes. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking down the middle. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got his man quickly. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. The Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going to take off. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping them.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll take a shot to the end zone and is picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today. He's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he can fill up the hand now with that big man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Looking for a man. It's Houston. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown Bulls. A great catch and run for 6. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Louisville has it back on the offense, coming out ready to attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this 2nd half.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. The give to the tailback. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Bulls have pushed it inside the 20. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to pass, it's Houston. Fires to the tight end. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Touchdown Bulls. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
They'll give it to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. Takes it on the return. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here's the handoff. Breaks the tackle. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Houston. Under fire. Fires downfield. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Right on the money. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Bulls have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Got it looking for a 1st. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. The inside handoff. Finding open areas. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And the Bulls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's Houston. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back. He wants to throw the football. He sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it. And takes off and barely gets enough for the first down. But way to... trigger, run it, and run it with authority.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten at this point. You've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and
Welcome to Detroit and Ford Field as we anticipate a terrific matchup in this one. And the Buckeyes about to kick it away and get this season started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Miami's offense will go to work first. And here comes for the first time as a starter this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, Dave.
No, it's crazy. And that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
The Canes can really attack on this second and short. Takes the handoff. It's Robbins. Shakes off the defender. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Makes the grab. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Quickly complete. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Using his feet to buy time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. So now it's second and long. Power football with the run. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Hurricanes are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Out of the shotgun on third down. Got a man. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
Big guy smells it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Big play for both of these teams early in this season opener. It's third and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Miami. Fired in from the red zone for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone back.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, they get paid.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Ohio State's offense will go to work for the first time. They are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback in this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. We've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game. They have a lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Looking to throw, it's Avant. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Here's a hit. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. He's got it. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Avant. Got rid of it just in time.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Kane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Takes the handoff. It's Robbins. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got his man in the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Robbins. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The Canes are moving quickly down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Gets rid of it. Hauls it in. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And the Canes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Miami, 14, Ohio State, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense. when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ellington. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. The 20. Bust through behind his pad. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty out.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His 1st interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The give from the gun. Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully a lot of momentum.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good. Execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Bring in the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the right. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. The Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Avent. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. The quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's got his man. Makes the grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far.
And he'll just take a knee in this drive. Start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just, you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football. But if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They go to the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. Holds it in and looking upfield. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before... Gets him down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a crease, it's Robbins. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Canes are on the move. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To adjust the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Lawrence. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And the Hurricanes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.